Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to this video. Today we're going to have a look at symmetry properties within the unit circle. So starting off with the unit circle, as I've got drawn here, I'm just going to label the endpoints. So we've got, sorry, that should be a 1, 0. So our first point is at 1, 0. Second is 0, 1. Over here we've got -1, 0, and down here is at -1, sorry, 0, 0, -1. So there are 4 points, and if we remember from the last few videos, our x coordinates is always going to be our sine, and our y coordinates is our cos values. So if we think about it, if I've got, let's choose a different color here. If I've got a point anywhere along here, I can draw a triangle depending on the value of the angle, and I'm going to have a positive x value. So x is going to be positive. Our y values are going to be negative. If I have a positive x value, it means that I've got a positive sine value, and if I've got a positive y value, it means I've got a positive cos value there. So that's for the first quadrant. Now, if sine and cos are both positive, remember our tan is our sine over cos. If sine's positive, cos is positive. Positive divide a positive, tan is also going to be a positive. So for the first quadrant, I can say Q1 sine, cos, tan, all positive. For Q2, let's go over here. Again, I'm going to draw another triangle here. I've now got a negative value for x. Okay, this point over here, I'm going to have a negative value for x. So x is negative, but I still have a positive y value. My x is negative, which means sine is going to be negative. And positive y means I've got a positive cos. So sine is negative, cos is positive. And then for tan, I've got sine over cos. If sine is negative, cos is positive, it means that tan has to be negative as well. A negative divided a positive gives a negative. So for Q2, I say sine is negative, cos is positive, tan is negative. For the third quadrant, so looking over here, let's pick another point. And this time I've got a negative x value. So x is negative. Y is also negative because we're going down. So y is also negative, which means we have a negative sine, we have a negative cos. And if we find our tan value, sine over cos, negative divide negative means that tan is positive. So for Q3, I have sine negative, cos negative, but tan is now positive. And for the last one, Q4, over here, I'll draw another triangle. I have x is positive, y is negative, which means sine is positive, cos negative, tan is going to be a positive over a negative, which means tan is also negative. So for Q4, we get sine is positive, cos is negative, tan is negative. And so what we can do now is look at all the positive values. So for the first one, oops, first one we found that sine, cos, and tan are all positive. For Q2, only cos was positive there. Q3, only tan was positive. And for Q4, only sine was positive. So we can now, if we redraw our unit circle, we can start finding abbreviations. So for Q1, I'm going to say all values for sine, cos, and tan are all positive. Whereas for Q2, only cos was positive. So I'm going to put C, or you can write cos. I'm just going to put C, meaning that only cos in this value, this area here, is positive. For Q3, only tan was positive, and for Q4, only sine was positive. And so now we can look at all these values in here. So we got A, C, T, S, and you can think of or remember it any other way that you want. So CAST gives the abbreviation cast, cos, all, sine, tan, CAST. There's other abbreviations out there. This is what we've used in the textbook. You might just remember those as they are. So that's it for this video. It's just looking at this, looking at the values for positives and negatives. So if you have this diagram and remember where they come from, that's the most important part. In the next video, we're going to have a look at where we can use this information for applications. Thanks for watching.